gente existe por aí que fala tanto e não diz nada, ou quase nada. Já me utilizei de toda escala, no final não sobrou nada, não deu em nada e voltei pra minha nota. Como eu volto pra você, vou contar com a minha nota. Como eu gosto de você. E quem quer todas as notas, Ré, Mi, Fá, Sol, Lá, Si, Dó, fica sempre sem nenhuma, fiquem numa nota só. Fica sempre sem nenhuma, fiquem numa nota só. Fica sempre sem nenhuma, fiquem numa nota só. Venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Venha se perder, venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Tem muita gente que só vive pra pensar. Existe aquele que não pensa pra viver. Eu, por exemplo, na paixão, mesmo que tenha que sofrer, eu abro o jogo, o coração e deixo o meu barco correr. Venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Venha se perder, venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Tem muita gente que não quer se complicar. Existe aquele que não perde a sua fé. Eu, por exemplo, meu amigo, pelo amor de uma mulher, eu viro cara pro perigo e seja lá que Deus quiser. Venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Venha se perder, venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo o que pedir esse seu coração. Venha se perder, venha se perder nesse turbilhão. Não Não se esqueça de fazer tudo que pedir esse seu coração. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo que pedir esse seu coração. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo que pedir esse seu coração. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo que pedir esse seu coração. Não se esqueça de fazer tudo que pedir esse seu coração. Não se esqueça de fazer. O pato vinha cantando alegremente, quen, 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 quando o marreco sorridente pediu pra também entrar no samba, no samba, no samba. O ganso gostou da dupla e fez também, quen, 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 olhou pro cisne e disse assim: vem, 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 o quarteto ficará bem, muito bom, muito bem. Na beira da lagoa foram ensaiar para começar o tico-tico no fubá. A voz do pato era mesmo um desacato, jogo de cena com o canto que era mato. Mas eu gostei no final, quando caíram na água, ensaiando o vocal, quen, 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 quen. Quen, 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 quen. Da lagoa foram ensaiar para começar o tico-tico no fubá. A voz do pato era mesmo um desacato, jogo de cena com o ganso que era mato. Mas eu gostei no final, quando caíram na água, ensaiando o vocal, quen, 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 quen. Quen, 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 o pato. Por toda a minha vida eu vou te amar. E em cada despedida eu vou te amar. Desesperadamente eu sei que vou te amar. E em cada verso meu será pra te dizer que eu sei que vou te amar por toda a minha vida. Eu sei que vou chorar. A cada ausência tua eu vou chorar, mas cada volta tua de apagar o que essa tua ausência me causou. Eu sei que vou sofrer a eterna desventura de viver, à espera de viver ao lado teu por toda a minha vida. Eu sei que vou sofrer a eterna desventura de viver, à espera de viver ao lado teu por toda a minha vida. Eu sei que vou te amar. Se você disser que eu desafino amor, saiba que isso em mim provoca imensa dor. Só privilegiados têm ouvido igual ao seu. Eu possuo apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste em classificar meu comportamento antimusical, eu mesmo mentindo devo argumentar. Isso é bossa nova, isso é muito natural. O que você não sabe nem sequer pressente é que os desafinados.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to open the final days of the commission very soon. So please take your seats Come back to the room. It's final day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start the meeting very soon. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day, fifth day, Friday of the 67th Commission meeting. And we will complete the meeting today. And looks like the goal is very close. We can all see it now. So I will continue to ask your cooperation for the smooth running of this meeting. And as usual, I will do this at the beginning today. Please submit your written statement for the sake of our rapporteurs and interpreters to the email address interventions at the IWC INT. I have a few more announcements. First, we have latest revised status of agenda document on the portal. So that reflects all we had achieved until last night. So please refer to it as to the progress of this meeting. Also, I was informed that the Kenya now, the distinguished delegation of Kenya now has a definite date to announce for the 2019 Scientific Committee meeting. And of course, I'd like to welcome the delegations. And I'd like to now invite Kenya to announce the date of our next scientific committee meeting to the floor. Kenya, please.
Chairman, thank you very much. Just as you have indicated, as Kenya, we are very happy to be able to host the 2019 Scientific Committee of the IWC. As agreed, this will be in Nairobi. We've already identified the venue, working with the Secretariat, and we will be at the prestigious Safari Park Hotel in Nairobi. And that I take this opportunity to welcome the members of the Scientific Committee, together with their families and friends, those who will be coming. Nairobi is a very nice city. And as you know, it's the only city in the world with a national park in the city. So if the chairman of the Scientific Committee may be allowing some time, I think that will be a very good occasion for this to happen. And also, Chair, I was happy to hear from the chairman of the Scientific Committee yesterday that most of the Scientific Committee meetings make agreements mostly based on consensus, which I think is very good, and that probably when in Nairobi, we will also be giving them a story about Kenya, how we have discovered recently to tackle complex issues through the philosophy of the handshake. And I want to believe that moving forward, we will be able to adopt this kind of philosophy for the Commission's meeting moving forward. We are working with the Secretariat to find the action dates, but I think we are working preliminary with the date of 7th to the 23rd of May in 2019. So I wish to welcome all members of the Scientific Committee to this meeting. Chairman, you recall also yesterday when I was giving my brief, I also mentioned that Kenya and Canada are hosting the Global Sustainable Blue Economic Conference, again in Nairobi at the Kenyatta International Conference Center. This will be from the 26th to the 28th of November this year. I'm very happy to say that some of the participants in this meeting have already registered to be able to participate. We welcome everybody else to come. Nairobi, like I said, is a nice place. And we can also be able to talk about whales, particularly during the Science and Research Forum, which I am the chair, and will be held at the University of Nairobi Towers. There will be other forums like the Business Forum, and of course the main plenary meetings, which you'll be able to see from the website, which the Secretariat has agreed to circulate on our behalf. So once more, I wish to thank you, Chair, for this, and the Commission for agreeing that the next Scientific Commission meeting can be held in Nairobi. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much, Kenya, for hosting the next Scientific Committee of International Whaling Commission in May 2019. The dates, as explained, is tentatively from the 7th of May to 23rd of May in Nairobi. Those participants, the scientific committee participants, are all looking forward to join the meeting. And again, thank you very much for hosting the meeting. I was also informed that there is an announcement from distinguished delegates from Netherlands. So can I invite Netherlands to take the microphone?
Yes, thank you, Chair, and good morning, everyone. It may be good to start the day with a positive note, and the Netherlands is happy that we can confirm a donation of 25,000 euros allocated to the Voluntary Assistance Fund for Governments of Limited Means, the Small Cetaceans Research Fund, and the Conservation Fund, in order to help finance the workshop on marine debris scheduled for next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have now a very good start. Many of our pledge and announcements. Let me explain the schedule I have in mind for today's discussion and the last day. I will first take up the issue of special permits first. Then I will move down to the way forward package proposal from Japan. My understanding is that's the all remaining from a previous day's discussion. Then I will go agenda item 20, 21, 2, 3, and toward the end of agendas. That's my plan. Any questions? Thank you very much. Then let's go to work. The first agenda item is special permits. And we had a very good exchange yesterday, and we do have the suggestion for actions and recommendations from Standing Working Group for Special Permit Programs. Also, we do recognize the opposition was expressed to the SWG works, and I encouraged in Japan and the chair of SWG to talk to each other and come to find some common ground or common approach to reflect the current situation surrounding this issue on the outcome of this meeting. So I believe I can invite the chair of SWG to explain the situation and course of action. So, Australia, you have a floor.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everybody. Yes, so we had constructive discussions with Japan, and late last night some text was made available as a proposed range of text that would go into the Chair's summary of this meeting. That text brings forward the draft text from the intervention and the report I made yesterday, as well as makes clear that Japan, and the text is such that other countries may wish to associate with Japan's statement. Japan dissociated from the Commission's view and provided a statement to explain that. So that's That text you will have seen, if you've had a chance to have a look at it, is early in the proposed text, and the statement itself then comes after the Commission's view has been expressed. So this was an agreement we reached, and it is now for the plenary to decide if they endorse that agreement. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Chair of SWG. Japan, do you like to add some words? Japan, please.
Yes, I just want to confirm what the chair of the SWG has said. We agreed with what he has said. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the confirmation. So we have now a revised document reflecting the explanation just given by the chair of SWG. So my understanding is for this document 16 is at Rev 3 instead of Rev 2. The document 16, Rev 2 or 3, you have beginning section of the explanation of recommendations and instructions to the scientific committee. And now I find Japan's statement following that language. So my understanding is the pages from page 1 to page 8 of this revised document will be copied to the chair's report as they are. That's my understanding. Okay? And I don't like to, or we don't need to reopen the discussion about substance of this subject. And what I like to ask now is to accept this formula as it was built up as a result of very constructive discussions between the chair of SWG and Japan. And if you like to add your name to Japan's statement or Japan's position, I will also provide the opportunity to do so. But first of all, can I hear from the floor that you can accept this formula? Any opposition? I see none. Thank you very much for your support. And this is another constructive dialogue which come to the agreed formula to reflect a discussion of this special permit issue. As I said, the chair of SWG and Japan also agreed that any country who like to join Japan can put their names to the statement. This is not addition of a statement. It's just adding the names of member states to Japan's statement. So there will be nothing new other than the names. The formula I was instructed by the chair of SWG is, if you like to add your name now, just push your button on your microphone. Then I will get the list here on my screen. And I will read it out so that the full transparency will be provided to the floor who is associating themselves with Japan's statement. Is this also acceptable? Iceland, it's too early. Okay, I see no opposition to this procedure. That's my understanding. Now, please push the button if you like to associate yourself with Japan's statement. I'm seeing names increasing. Okay, looks like it stopped. Now, let me just read the names. those member states who expressed desire to join Japan's statements are Norway, Marshall Islands, St. Lucia, Iceland, Nicaragua, St. Kitts and Nevis, Solomon Islands, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Senegal, Kiribati, Cote d'Ivoire, Tuvalu, Suriname, Togo, Palau, Antigua and Barbuda, Saint Tome and Principe, Cambodia. That's a list. Liberia has just joined. Do you want me to read the list again, slowly? Okay, let me do it again. Norway, Marshall Islands, St. Lucia, Iceland, Nicaragua, St. Kitts and Nevis, Solomon Islands, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Senegal, Kiribati, Cote d'Ivoire, Tuvalu, Suriname, Togo, Palau, Antigua and Barbuda, Saint Tome and Principe, Cambodia, Guinea, Liberia. Any questions or clarifications? Rebecca, you got all? Okay. So thank you very much for your cooperation. This is a very effective, efficient way of confirming the positions. Thank you very much. All those names will be reflected in the chair's report. Okay. I believe this is the end of agenda item 14. So thank you very much for your cooperation. And again, I do appreciate a very constructive approach for this very sometimes contentious issues. So thank you. Agenda item 14 is now.
Sorry, Chairman. Laos, they would like to express that they are joined with the Japan proposal, but his microphone, it could not be worked.
Oh, okay. Lao, thank you. So Lao will be joining. Thank you very much. So I'd like to close this agenda item now. Thank you. This will bring us to agenda item 12, the future, IWC in the future, and specifically Japan's package proposal for the way forward. We had quite extensive exchanges and discussions yesterday, and my understanding is now Japan has a revised proposal based on the discussion yesterday. So I'd like to invite Japan to take the floor now and provide us an update as well as the proposal itself. So Japan, you have the floor. Japan, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everybody. As I explained yesterday, Japan introduced slight modification on its way forward proposal. And now we have document IWC67/08-1. Modification is made on the proposal on resolution between the preparatory part and operative part. And I have asked Secretariat to put it on the screen, but Did you forget it? Okay, if you look at the Japanese proposal, Red 1, on page 12, you can find the part with yellow marking. And I read that particular part. Now, therefore, the Commission and new insertion on the condition that the proposed schedule amendment in the Annex 2 of the document IWC67/08 Lev 1 is adopted by the Commission. With this modification, integrity of Japanese proposal of resolution and schedule amendment can be maintained. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Japan, for the explanation. And my understanding of the effect of this change to the Japanese proposal is if, in case we go for a vote, and the vote turned out to be somewhere between 3/4 and a simple majority, the resolution will not actually become effective. Is that the intention? Yes. Thank you very much for the clarification. So with this addition, I'd like to open the floor for any questions or views as to Japanese proposal. Please remember, we had a very active discussion yesterday about the main part or main body of this package proposal yesterday. So you don't need to repeat what you presented to this floor again. All your interventions are duly noted and will be reflected in the report. Hopefully, the point I will hear is only a new point and a question direct to the change proposed by Japan. So I open the floor. I see none. So it's clear now for everybody? Okay. Okay. So I'd like to invite Japan again. How do you like to proceed from here? Japan, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As you are fully aware, I am optimistic. But even optimistic person like myself has become aware of no existence of the wish for coexistence here. Or I should say, some wishes for coexistence, but others no. Yesterday, I heard some voices denying sustainable use of oil resources, despite the fact that they are contracting governments of the International Convention for the Regulation of Whaling and have obligation to follow its stated objectives. But they deny the sustainable use of whale resources. As we detected, there is a total difference in positions among the members on whales and whaling, and such divergence has prevented this organization from making substantial decisions on neither conservation nor management of whales. Japan proposed IWC reform with the wish to achieve the coexistence of all the members with mutual understanding and with mutual respect, irrespective of their positions on whales and whaling. Conservation and sustainable use are completely compatible. Yesterday, Floriano Policy Declaration was adopted, But it should be noted that it was adopted by voting with substantial number of oppositions. It just declares that almost a half of members are not tolerant to accept the wish of others and denies coexistence. My optimism failed. Japan therefore requests you to go for the voting in order to show the sincere wish of member states who strongly wishes the reform of this dysfunctional organization, thus revive its role vested by what we acceded, the International Convention for the Regulation of Whaling. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Japan. So Japan, as a proponent of this package way forward proposal, now requests a vote. So, Secretariat, please prepare for the vote on this proposal. As I confirmed from Japanese delegation, this is a package proposal. So we will just go for a vote once on the whole package. And we do recognize the package proposal has draft resolution as well as a schedule amendment. But effect of a vote is if Japan has more than 3/4, I believe that the proposal will carry. If the vote is between simple majority and 3/4, you might think that the resolution part might pass, but the effect is because of addition of this language, the resolution will not come to effect. Resolution will become only operative when schedule amendment is adopted or accepted. The number of votes is less than simple majority. It's very clear. It will not carry. That's my understanding, and if I'm wrong or you have a different interpretation, please take floor. Thank you. So on the basis of my understanding or my explanation, we'd like to proceed with the vote on Japanese proposal. So Rebecca, whenever you're ready, you can proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And let me start by apologizing to the delegation of Japan. We are late putting the sentence up. It is now on the screen. I hope that makes it clear what the modification is. Perhaps I will give the interpreters an opportunity to translate that sentence into French and Spanish. So on page 12 of the document, way forward, now, therefore, on the condition that the proposed schedule amendment in Annex A is adopted by the Commission. I hope that is clear for translation in French and Spanish. Thank you. So once again, our roll call is done, our voting is done by roll call alphabetically. This time we will start with Chile. Oh, I apologize. Mr. Chairman, I think Japan has the floor.
Oh, yes, I see Japan on the screen now. Japan, you have something?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have some correction on the description on the screen. Instead of Annex A, Annex 2 of the document IWC67/08 Lev 1. Thank you.
Yeah, now I confirm original version says Annex 2 in document 8. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the clarification, Japan. So, please proceed.
Thank you. So we will start the voting with Chile. I will call you by country name. At that time, you press your microphone, place your vote, yes, no, or abstain. Do not press your button. I will repeat your vote and then call the next country name. This will be recorded on the screen. We are voting on Schedule Amendment IWC 6708, Rev 1, the way forward of the IWC. A yes vote supports the amendment, and a no vote does not support the amendment. This will be treated as a schedule amendment and therefore requires a 3/4 majority to be adopted. We'll now start the vote. I call on Chile.
No.
Chile, no. Colombia. No. Colombia, no. Costa Rica.
No.
Costa Rica, no. Côte d'Ivoire.
Oui.
Côte d'Ivoire, yes. Croatia. Croatia, no. Cyprus.
No.
Cyprus, no. Czech Republic.
No.
Czech Republic, no. Denmark.
No.
Denmark, no. Dominican Republic.
No.
Dominican Republic, no. Ecuador. No. Ecuador, no. Finland.
No.
Finland, no. France.
No.
France, no. Gabon.
No.
Gabon, no. Germany.
No.
Germany, no. Grenada.
Yes.
Grenada, yes. Republic of Guinea.
Oui.
Guinea, yes. Iceland.
Yes.
Iceland, yes. India.
No.
India, no. Ireland.
No.
Ireland, no. Israel.
No.
Israel, no. Italy.
No.
Italy, no. Japan.
Yes.
Japan, yes. Kenya.
Yes.
Kenya, yes. Kiribati.
Yes.
Kiribati, yes. Republic of Korea.
Abstain.
Korea, abstain. Laos.
Yes.
Laos, yes. Republic of Liberia.
Yes.
Liberia, yes. Lithuania.
No.
Lithuania, no. Luxembourg.
No.
Luxembourg, no. Marshall Islands.
Yes.
Marshall Islands, yes. Mauritania.
Yes.
Mauritania, yes. Mexico.
Si.
Mexico, yes.
There was.
Mexico, you want to repeat your vote?
No, of course.
Mexico, no. Shall I continue? Okay, Monaco. Monaco. Not here. Not here, okay. So Monaco, not participating. Mongolia?
Yes.
Mongolia, yes. Morocco?
Yes.
Morocco, yes. Nauru?
Yes.
Nauru, yes. Netherlands? Netherlands, no. New Zealand?
No.
New Zealand, no. Nicaragua?
Sí.
Nicaragua, yes. Norway?
Yes.
Norway, yes. Panama?
No.
Panama, no. Peru?
No.
Peru, no. Poland?
No.
Poland, no. Portugal?
No.
Portugal, no. Russian Federation?
Abstain.
Russian Federation, yes. Say. Abstain. Thank you. Russian Federation, abstain. St. Kitts and Nevis?
Yes.
Yes. St. Kitts and Nevis, yes. St. Lucia?
Yes.
St. Lucia, yes. St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
Yes.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, yes. Sao Tome and Principe?
Oui.
Sao Tome and Principe, yes. Slovak Republic?
No.
Slovak Republic, no. Slovenia?
No.
Slovenia, no. Solomon Islands?
Yes.
Solomon Islands, yes. South Africa?
No.
South Africa, no. Spain?
No.
Spain, no. Suriname?
Yes.
Suriname, yes. Sweden?
No.
Sweden, no. Switzerland?
No.
Switzerland, no. Tanzania?
Yes.
Tanzania, yes. Tuvalu?
Yes.
Tuvalu, yes. United Kingdom?
No.
United Kingdom, no. USA?
No.
US, no. Uruguay? Uruguay, no. Antigua and Barbuda?
Yes.
Antigua and Barbuda, yes. Argentina?
No.
Argentina, no. Australia?
No.
Australia, no. Austria?
No.
Austria, no. Belgium?
No.
Belgium, no. Benin? Benin, yes. Brazil?
No.
Brazil, no. Bulgaria?
No.
Bulgaria, no. Cambodia?
Yes.
Cambodia, yes. Mr. Chairman, the votes are 27 yes, 41 no, and 2 abstain. The proposed amendment is not adopted. Thank you.
Proposal did not carry, was not adopted. Thank you very much for your procedure of voting. And according to custom, I only allow floor for proponents and any member states who like to explain their voting positions. Proponents is already asking the floor, but if you have a very short position of explaining your position, I think proponents like to come at the last rather than beginning. Hideki is nodding. First, I'd like to invite Australia. Australia, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Australia's vote in the negative will come as no surprise to Japan or others. I explained the basis of our view yesterday, and I won't repeat it here. I did, however, want to make clear that I completely respect Japan's right to have presented their package and to have made the arguments for their proposed changes. I also respect their right to have taken their package to a vote. But I do wish to be clear that I reject their narrative of the underlying dysfunction and claims of intolerance. Yes, we have differences in view, but that is neither dysfunction nor intolerance. We've just completed an appropriate voting process within the transparent rules of the IWC, and one in which all states have represented their views. Japan is an important and valued member of the IWC, and I encourage them to accept the verdict of our collective decision-making processes and to continue to argue for their views and work constructively with all members on the broad and constructive work of the IWC. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Australia. Next, I'd like to invite Denmark. Denmark, please.
Thank you, Chair. Denmark fully aligns itself with the Commission expressed yesterday by Austria on behalf of the EU member states parties to the IWC. In addition to this, my colleague from the Faroe Islands would like to make a short statement on the views of the Faroe Islands in Greenland.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished delegates, the Faroe Islands and Greenland are supporting sustainable utilization of all living resources, including marine mammals. The management of living ocean resources should always be sustainable and based on scientific service, findings, and advice. We believe that all countries are entitled to exploit their living ocean resources in a sustainable manner. Large whales are an integral part of the ecosystem, and sustainable use of these resources benefits the biodiversity and supports the food security and economic stability. Coastal states sharing joint stocks should cooperate closely to manage the stocks in the best possible way in relevant management organizations. We support regional cooperation on conservation and management of whales as a necessary and fruitful supplement to global cooperation, and we engage actively with Nordic, Arctic, as well as other partners. In this respect, NAMCO proves to be an excellent and valuable example. The Faroe Islands and Greenland, as coastal states and large ocean nations, are heavily dependent upon the utilization of marine resources. Both governments are of the firm position that the dual mandate of the IWC should be implemented in order to benefit large whales and the management of marine resources in accordance with the best available science. Therefore, the Faroe Islands and Greenland strongly support the proposal from Japan, but take note of the fact that Denmark, as an EU member state, has an opposite position in this regard. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for your expression of your views and positions. I have now three delegates who would like to explain their positions. Again, this is only to explain your positions, no substantial intervention. I recognize Russian Federation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I would like to thank the delegation of Japan for the proposal, but also I'd like to explain our position. So Russian Federation stands fully on the position of sustainable use, but it also recognizes the importance of scientific research and also notes that the conservation of whales is very important. This vote showed us a sharp split within the Commission, and that is a point of concern. And it proves that we need to spend more and more time to reach more coordinated and consensus position on many items. So our worries is not to split the Commission too far, and that was the reason we abstained. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Russian Federation. Austria, on behalf of EU. Austria, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The EU member states party to the ICRW would like to again extend their thanks to Japan for all the work they've put into this proposal and for their efforts to create the opportunity for a dialogue on the issues we face in the IWC. We would like to reiterate that we believe that the IWC has achieved a tremendous amount of work, and I think we've shown that just this week on issues such as Aboriginal subsistence whaling. Yet a disagreement on substance cannot and must not be classified as dysfunctionality. We again would like to thank Japan for their efforts in this regard. We know they have taken this proposal incredibly serious. Our position, however, remains the same and remains firm. We do remain committed to be open and ready for dialogue with Japan and all other parties in the ICRW to move ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Austria, on behalf of the EU. I have one more request for the floor. Argentina, please.
Muchas gracias, señor presidente. Creo que la posición del Grupo Buenos Aires sobre este tema quedó clara ayer. Sin perjuicio de ello, reiteramos el agradecimiento a Japón por haber dialogado sobre este tema, pero bueno, creo que por cuestiones de tiempo no vamos a reiterar lo que hemos dicho. El GBA no comparte la visión presentada por Japón, sino que más bien la visión que sigue es la que se presentó en la declaración de Florianópolis. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. I recognize now Brazil. Brazil, please.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to thank the delegation of Japan for the presentation of this package. Brazil has rejected it. But as our Russian colleague just indicated, we need to spend more time in understanding each other's vision. I mention this, Chair, because Brazil will come to this in its closing statement at this historic 67th session of the IWC. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Brazil. I see no other request for the floor to explain their positions or vote. Now, I'd like to invite Japan to take the floor as a proponent of this proposal. Japan, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to those who supported Japanese proposal from the spirit of coexistence, including Faroe Islands, and Greenland. Thank you very much. Having said that, with your permission, I would like to pass the microphone to our Vice Minister Taniai, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Chair. As my delegation devoted genuine efforts for materializing its proposed IWC reform during this meeting, please allow me to briefly recall the deliberations we have held on the Japanese proposal. The discussion on IWC reform, which originally began when Japan proposed the way forward of the IWC process in 2016, has not led to a fruitful result. Japan has pursued a consensus on its proposal at this meeting. But in the face of a strong reluctance on the part of some delegations to engage in the real issue that the IWC faces, Japan was pressed to put it to a vote to demonstrate voices in support of the coexistence of different views within the IWC. Japan would like to extend its appreciation to the delegations who voted in favor of its proposal. The resounding voices of support from many delegations are confirmation that the restoration of IWC's roles as a resource management organization is a worthy cause. It was also quite disappointing to note that while my delegation participated in the discussion in the spirit of cooperation and compromise, we were unable to hear any constructive counter-proposal from those who oppose the proposal. The result of the vote, which we all know, can be seen as equivalent to the denial of the possibility for the contracting governments with different views to coexist with mutual understanding and respect within the IWC. It is regrettable that Japan's proposal, which fully takes into account interests of the diverse membership of the IWC, was not accepted. As Japan stated in its opening statement, Japan has joined the convention which serves as an international framework to conserve and manage whale resources for sustainable whaling, based on its fundamental position of attaching great importance to international cooperation in the field of fisheries. A delegation stated that Japan's proposal was submitted at short notice. However, for over 30 years since the commercial whaling moratorium was adopted, Japan has sincerely engaged in a series of negotiations aimed at restoring the role of IWC, and for that purpose has explored every avenue to achieve reform. A proposal was submitted on the basis of such continued efforts. We continuously believe in the potential of IWC as a forum of global governance for the conservation and management of whale resources, and therefore wish to continue its cooperation with the IWC in various ways to uphold the objectives enshrined in the Convention. However, if scientific evidence and diversity are not respected, if commercial whaling based on science is completely denied, And if there's no possibility for the different positions and views to coexist with mutual understanding and respect, then Japan will be pressed to undertake a fundamental reassessment of its position as a member of the IWC, where every possible options will be scrutinized. In closing, Japan expresses its deepest gratitude to the chair, who has guided this complex and difficult discussion on the future of this organization. With your permission, Chair, I'd like to request the written statement submitted to be annexed to the biannual report on the IWC. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Japan, for your statement related to the result of the decision we have just taken. And your request is duly noted. Thank you very much. So with this, I think we can declare that agenda item 12, the future, IWC in the future, is now completed for this 67th Commission meeting. So thank you again for all your cooperation and willingness to talk to each other. Okay, let me just change the pace now. We still have several agenda items to cover, and I'd like to go as much as we can before our coffee break, with your permission. Thank you very much. Next agenda item is agenda 20, adoption of a committee reports. We have already heard many reports, briefings from the chairs of Scientific Committee, Conservation Committee, F&A, and many other subsidiary bodies. And from time to time, we endorse the parts of the report that relates to the particular agenda items. And this agenda item 20 is essentially just reconfirmation and formality for this organization to adopt their report as a whole. No discussion is expected, and we will just go down the list of reports one by one, just to confirm the adoption of the reports of our subsidiary bodies. Again, Commission is not in a position to change or revise the reports of its subsidiary bodies. With this understanding, first one on the list is agenda item 20.1, report of the Scientific Committee from its session last year in 2017. IWC67A is the name of that Scientific Committee meeting. Can we adopt the report of a Scientific Committee from 2017? Any opposition? I see none. Thank you very much. Next report is agenda item 20.2, report of the Scientific Committee from its 2018 meeting this year. The meeting is named as IWC67B. Can we adopt the report of a Scientific Committee from its 2018 session? Any opposition? I see none. The 2018 SC report is now adopted. Thank you very much. The third report is a report of the working group on animal killing method, whale killing methods and welfare issues. Can we adopt the report of a working group on whole grain method and I'm sorry, I always says animal, welfare issues? Any opposition? I see none. So the report from working group, this time I say WKNWI, is now adopted. Thank you very much. Next report is a report of a standing working group on special permit programs, which we just have discussed. Can we, as a Commission, adopt the report of a standing working group on special permit programs? Any opposition? I see none. So the Commission now adopts a report of a standing working group on special permit programs. Thank you very much. 20.5, report of an infraction subcommittee. Can we adopt the report of the infraction subcommittee? Any opposition? Let's see, none. Now, Commission adopts a report of the infraction subcommittee. Thank you very much. Report number 6 is a report of the Conservation Committee. Can we, as a Commission, now adopt a report of the Conservation Committee as a whole? Any opposition? Don't see any. The report of the Conservation Committee is now adopted by the Commission. Thank you very much. Next one is a report of Aboriginal Subsistence Whaling Subcommittee. Can the Commission adopt the report of Aboriginal Subsistence Whaling Subcommittee? Any opposition? I see no opposition. So now the report of Aboriginal Subsistence Whaling Subcommittee is adopted. Thank you very much. Next report is a report of a budgetary subcommittee. Can we adopt the report of the budgetary subcommittee? Any opposition? None? The report of the budgetary subcommittee is adopted by the Commission. Thank you. The final report we adopt is a report of a Finance and Administration Committee. Can the Commission adopt the report of the Finance and Administration Committee? Any opposition? I see none. By this, the Commission now adopts a report of the Finance and Administration Committee. This completes this agenda item, and again, I'd like to thank the chairs of all those subsidiary bodies for their hard work and very constructive discussion under their chairship. So we have successfully adopted all 9 reports. Thank you very much. This completes agenda item 20. Now we have agenda item 21, election of officers. On the screen or in the agenda, proposed agenda, we only list election of a chair and election of vice chair. However, we actually have a series of elections or change of members or change of officers. So let me go through that one by one and try to find out to see whether we have agreement. First of all, starting from the top, My term as a chair will be completed today at the end of this commission meeting, after 2 years of service to the International Whaling Commission. Usually, the current vice chair, currently Dr. Andrej Bilic of Slovenia, will go up to the chair's position. And we need to have a new vice chair to fill the position of Andrej. First, I'd like to ask for that can we congratulate Dr. Andrej Bilic of Slovenia to succeed my position as the chair of International Whaling Commission when this meeting closes. He has 2-year term. Scientific committee, you asked the floor. Scientific committee.
Yes, I don't know if this is the right time to talk. It's about election of officers in the scientific committee.
I will talk about the scientific committee after this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. So, maybe I restate my question. Can we congratulate Andrej to be the next chair of the International Whaling Commission and to serve to this commission for 2 years until the end of the next commission meeting, IWC68. Thank you very much for your support. Andrej, do you like to say something at this occasion? Please.
Thank you. Thank you, Georgie. Georgie, you and the previous chairs have set very high standards for leading the organization in the intersessional period and running IWC plenary meetings. So I think it will be enough for me to follow these standards. Maybe I'll need some incentives or think about some incentives, sweet or alcoholic ones, for most concise interventions. But for that, I still have 2 years of time. I look forward to work with the Secretariat in the intersessional period, as well as with the Bureau and the chairs of IWC committees and other IWC bodies, and of course with other people in this room. So I thank you for your support and look forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrej. And I'm looking forward to your able chairmanship to steer or preside over this organization. Now, we have a vacant seat for the IWC Commission's Vice Chair. And now I'd like to invite any nomination for the Vice Chair's position. Any nominations? I see Iceland. Iceland, you have a floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have in recent times tried to reflect the differences of opinion among contracting parties in the chairmanship and in the vice chairmanship, and therefore is sort of an informal understanding that it would be down to consultations among the Sustainable Use Group to nominate a person for this important job of being the vice chair of our organization. And I can inform you that such consultations have taken place. So on behalf of those who have been taking part in consultations within the Sustainable Use Group, I have the pleasure to nominate a person who has long experience of working in this organization, has a very good reputation here, and I'm sure will be an excellent person to take on this position, and that is Commissioner Diallo from the Republic of Guinea. So I would like to nominate him to be our vice chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Iceland. By Iceland, now the commissioner from Guinea, Mr. Amado Teruel Diallo, was nominated for the position of a vice chair. Any secondment? Or should I say, any opposition to this nomination? I see none. By this, I understand now Mr. Diallo is now accepted as the next Vice Chair of International Whaling Commission. Mr. Diallo, congratulations. Diallo-san, do you like to take the floor? Please.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Au nom de la République de Guinée, du groupe Afrique, du groupe favorable à l'exploitation durable des ressources marines, je tiens à remercier toutes les délégations ici présentes pour la confiance placée à ma modeste personne pour occuper le poste de vice-président de la commission baleinière pour les 2 ans à venir. Je mesure à juste titre l'importance et la portée des attentes. Et pour ce faire, je ne ménagerai aucun effort pour apporter le meilleur de mes capacités. Je demande le concours de tout un chacun, notamment la présidence, le secrétariat, les commissaires et autres spécialistes pour pouvoir répondre avec efficience aux attentes. Je vous remercie tous pour cette collaboration qui ne va pas manquer, j'en suis sûr. Je vous remercie tous pour votre attention.
Thank you all. So we have successfully decided about the next chair and vice chair of this commission. Thank you very much for all your cooperation, and I'd like to congratulate both of them and wish them the best luck of handling this organization. Next item under this agenda is the scientific committee. We don't need to go through the election of officers of scientific committee. It is the mainly announcement, and so to share the information with the commission. Currently, chair of the scientific committee is Dr. Katrina Fortuna. She has already made many contributions and explanations to the floor, and her term will be also completed at the same timing as mine. The current vice chair is Robert Sudan from the United States, and he is already confirmed by the scientific committee as going up to the chairship after the completion of this commission meeting. So he will be the new chair of the Scientific Committee of International Whaling Commission. And new vice chair of the Scientific Committee will be the Dr. Alex Davini from Brazil. And he is taking up the position of vice chair at the end of this commission meeting. So I'd like to congratulate all those people, and also again thank Katrina for her long service to the scientific committee, and she has achieved a lot. And I attended all the scientific committee meetings she presided over, and she did a tremendous job. So thank you, Katrina. And now, floor is requested by the scientific committee. You have a floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If you allow me, I would would like, first of all, to remember two people which are no longer with us. They have been officers of the scientific committee for many, many years. They did contribute in many different ways. Carol Carlson was co-convener of the whale watching working group, the subcommittee, but she was actually kind of a shadow chair for that group. She was there when the group was funded. John Bannister was an excellent scientist, very well known. He was initially an Australian delegate, and he was chair twice in the early 80s and in the late 90s. They did contribute in all sorts of ways. They did serve you in an excellent way, and we really miss them. So I just wanted to pay a tribute to their memory. Having said that, I would like to actually congratulate Alexandre Zerbini for this achievement. I would like actually to thank the government of Brazil, because we have been working together to get where we are now. And I would like to actually thank them for supporting him in this new role. You already endorsed him, so good luck, Alex. I also would like to, now you know that you have a new chair, which is sitting here with me. This is Robert. Robert is an excellent scientist, and he's actually a great man. He was a great help for me, and I really wish him the best. I'll be keeping an eye on you from some nice place, somewhere on an island, very far from the IWC. I'll text you. You should go on WhatsApp, though, because otherwise it costs you too much. Anyway, so please, distinguished commissioners, first of all, I assure you, you are in great hands. And second of all, keep these two guys happy and busy, because they need to have a little bit of excitement. Also, I would like to thank actually the Commission. I have been around for 17 years. I participate in 14 commissions. So I think it's time for me to have a very long holiday. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor. I thank you for allowing me to actually go through all this interesting experience. I would like to thank particularly you, Chair, Georgie-san. You have been always extremely helpful and wise in your feedbacks to me. I also would like to thank the previous chair, because I was serving under him as well, Bruno Mainini. You're both great officers of this commission, and I wish you the best. I also would like to thank Ryan Wolf, FNA chair, because as a chair of the scientific committee, I have been interacting with him several times. He also showed great patience with me. As you, Georgie, said, I'm Italian, and I'm very proud. And we do have a different way of dealing with things, but my mother used to tell me when I was a kid that I was too German. So maybe it's a good mixture. And I think I can say I did a pretty good job. I would like to thank Greg Donovan. I couldn't survive without him. nor has a vice chair, nor has a chair. He is an asset that this commission should preserve as long as you can, forever possibly. You can put it in a museum at some point. Anyway, not soon, I hope, not soon. And then finally, I would like to thank the Secretariat that welcomed me 3 years ago. They are great. They're really excellent servant of this commission. You should keep them happy, and I hope you will do so. And of course, I also thank all members of the scientific committee. They really treated me well. And that's all. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Katrina. You don't need to cry. I believe now Alex are requesting floor. Alex, you have a microphone, please. Or Brazilian government. On behalf of Alex.
Yes, Chair. Thank you. First of all, Brazil would like to thank Caterina Fortuna for her outstanding work. I think I speak for everybody here when we say that she has left an indelible mark on the scientific committee of this commission. So thank you very much, Caterina. And we would like to give a warm welcome to Robert Suidam as the new chair, and of course to Dr. Zerbini as the vice chair. Brazil is very proud to have a person that has such an extensive knowledge and incredible work on these issues of the scientific committee. So not to take a lot of time for the commission, but we felt it was important to really welcome them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brazil.
Chair.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I would just like to open the floor if you are in agreement to for Alex to say a few words.
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Alex. Yes.
I just wanted to say that it is a pleasure and a privilege to be welcomed in this position, and I hope to continue the outstanding work that Katrina has done and Robert will do, and all of those who came before them. And thanks the Commission and everyone who supported me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex. Katrina, do you like to speak again, or it's a robot?
Anymore.
Robert, go ahead.
Katerina, you are still chair until the end of this meeting. As you can all tell, Katerina is going to be a very difficult chair to follow. She has spent a huge amount of time in the last 6 years contributing to the successes of the scientific committee and helping make sure that in the future we're in a better position to do things well and serve the commission. I was about to say that I'm happy to serve, but I'm not sure happy is quite the right word. I'm enthusiastically willing to serve the commission and the scientific committee, and I look forward to the coming 3 years. Obviously there will be lots of challenges, but as I mentioned a moment ago, Katerina has put us in a good position to tackle those challenges well. So, Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to congratulate you on your successful chairmanship. You have done a fantastic job, and I look forward to serving with Andre here in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Robert. I still have a few more agenda items to finish. Thank you all, and please join me again to thank and congratulate the officers of Scientific Committee meeting. Thank you. We still have some agenda items unattended or unaddressed yet, and takes some time, may not be hours, but it will take time. So let me propose a coffee break, and we come back at 11 a.m. sharp, and I hope and I'm almost sure that we can complete the commission meeting this time before lunch. So, coffee break. Thank you very much all.
Revelou-se a sua enorme ingratidão. Só não poderá falar assim, meu amor. Ele é o maior que você pode encontrar, viu? Você com sua música esqueceu o principal. E no peito dos desafinados, o fundo do peito bate calado. E no peito dos desafinados também bate um coração. Você não sabe nem sequer pressente, é que os desafinados também têm um coração. Fotografei você na minha Rolleiflex, revelou-se a sua enorme ingratidão. Só não poderá falar assim do meu amor. Ele é o maior que você pode encontrar, viu? Você com sua música esqueceu o principal. E no peito dos desafinados, no fundo do peito bate calado. E no peito dos desafinados também bate um coração.
Se alguém perguntar por mim, diz que fui por aí, levando um violão debaixo do braço. Em qualquer esquina eu paro, em qualquer botequim eu entro, e se houver motivo é mais um samba que eu faço. Se quiseres saber se eu volto, diga que sim, mas só depois que a saudade se afastar de mim. Mas só depois que a saudade se afastar de mim. Eu tenho um violão para me acompanhar, tenho muitos amigos, eu sou popular. Eu tenho a madrugada como companheira. A saudade me dói, no meu peito me rói. Eu estou na cidade, eu estou na favela, eu estou por aí, sempre pensando nela. Se alguém perguntar pra mim, os que fui por aí, levando um violão debaixo do braço. Em qualquer esquina eu paro, em qualquer botequim eu entro, e se houver motivo é mais um samba que faço. Se quiserem saber se eu volto, diga que sim, mas só depois que a saudade se afastar de mim. Mas só depois que a saudade se afastar de mim. Eu tenho um violão para me acompanhar, eu tenho muitos amigos, eu sou popular. Eu tenho a madrugada como companheira. A saudade me dói, no meu peito me rói. Eu estou na cidade, eu estou na favela, eu estou por aí, sempre pensando nela. Eu tenho muitos amigos, eu sou popular. Eu tenho a madrugada como companheira. A saudade me dói, no meu peito me rói. Eu estou na cidade, eu estou na favela, eu estou por aí, sempre pensando nela. Pensando nela, pensando nela, pensando.
Olha, o grande Zequete é o cara, não adianta.
O seu amor estava escuro, eu clareei, dei outro tom e enfeitei com rosas claras, raras, rara rima, raro rumo. Gente, coisa é outra fina, boas frutas, pães e vinhos. Seu olhar voa distante, silenciando essa vontade em jazz, jazz, jazz. Desprenda seu corpo na minha vida, dorme aqui comigo, ó doçura, ó ternura, meu bibelô, com meu coração na mão, dividindo emoção. agora sou seu vigor. Eu lamparina seu pavio. Tô com gás e tanto faz. Dorme aqui comigo, meu amor, meu bibelô. É ficar numa boa. Meu perfil nessa leoa. É ficar numa boa. Meu perfil nessa leoa. O seu amor estava escuro. Eu clareei, dei outro tom e enfeitei com rosas claras, raras, rara rima, raro rumo. Gente, coisa outra fina, boas frutas, pães e vinhos. Seu olhar voa distante, silenciando essa vontade em jazz, jazz, jazz. Desprender seu corpo na minha vida. Oh, dorme aqui comigo, ó doçura, ó ternura, meu bibelô, com meu coração na mão, dividindo emoção. Agora sou seu vigor. Eu lamparina seu pavio. Tô com gás e tanto faz. Dorme aqui comigo, meu amor, meu bibelô. É ficar numa boa. Meu perfil nessa leoa. Oh, oh, é ficar numa boa. Meu perfil nessa leoa. É meu bem-vindo. É ficar numa boa. Oh, oh, meu perfil nessa leoa. Fica numa boa, boa. É, oh, meu perfil nessa leoa. Oh, faça.
Valeu, obrigado.
Eu sonhei que era rei e você minha rainha. Quando acordei, verifiquei que você não era minha. Meu coração quase parou de dor, mas consegui te conquistar, meu grande amor. Hoje acordado eu me julgo um rei, e o sonho que eu tive realizei. rainha que tanto sonhei. Eu sonhei que era rei e você minha rainha. Quando acordei, verifiquei que você não era minha. Meu coração quase parou de dor, mas consegui te conquistar, meu grande amor. Mas consegui te conquistar, meu grande amor. Hoje acordar eu me julgo um rei, e o sonho que eu tive realizei. Fico com você feliz, a rainha que tanto sonhei. A rainha que tanto sonhei. A rainha que tanto sonhei. Eu pensei em lhe falar, quase fui lhe procurar, mas evitei e aqui fiquei sofrendo tanto a esperar que um dia você por fim talvez voltasse pra mim, mas me enganei. Então eu vi o longo tempo que perdi, e agora eu não sei mais porquê. Não consigo lhe esquecer. Eu quero lhe pedir para deixar, pelo menos lhe encontrar, pra dizer que errei. Mas se você me aceitar, vou prometer recomeçar um grande amor que por tão pouco acabou, que por tão pouco acabou. Eu pensei em lhe falar, quase fui lhe procurar, mas evitei e aqui fiquei sofrendo tanto a esperar que um dia você por fim talvez voltasse pra mim, mas me enganei. Então eu vi o longo tempo que perdi, e agora eu não sei mais porquê. Não consigo lhe esquecer. Eu quero lhe pedir para deixar, pelo menos lhe encontrar, pra dizer que errei. Mas se você me aceitar, vou prometer recomeçar um grande de amor que por tão pouco acabou, que por tão pouco acabou. Zweine Freude, Siede und weinst. That old girl flies line at chicken and mole fighting that baby. It's just so few on Fox City and dining all tights. The little ones suffer, I say, oh my, freedom Max, you only had you for. It's all silent, ciao baby, ciao baby.
Toda vez que te olho, crio um romance, te persigo. Mudo todos os instantes, falo pouco, pois não sou de dar indiretas. Me arrependo do que digo em frases incertas. Se eu tento ser direto, o medo me ataca. Sem poder nada fazer, sei que tento me vencer e acabar com a mudez. Quando chego perto, tudo esqueci, não tenho vez. Me consolo, foi errado o momento, talvez, mas na verdade nada esconde essa minha timidez. Eu carrego comigo a grande agonia de pensar em você. Todo dia eu carrego comigo a grande agonia. Na verdade nada esconde essa minha timidez. Na verdade nada esconde essa minha timidez. Talvez escreva um poema
velho cruza a soleira de botas longas, de barbas longas, de ouro o brilho do seu colar. Na laje fria onde quarava sua camisa e seu alforje de caçador. O meu velho e invisível Alvorrai. O meu velho e indivisível Alvorrai. Neblina turva e brilhante em meu cérebro, coágulos de sol. A manita matutina e que transparente cortina ao meu redor. Se eu disser que é meio sabido, você diz que é meio mais e pior do que planeta quando perde o girassol. É o terço de brilhante nos dedos de minha avó. E nunca mais eu tive medo da porteira, nem também da companheira, que nunca dormia só. Alvorrai. 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 O brejo cruza a poeira, de fato existe um tom mais leve na palidez desse pessoal. Pares de olhos tão profundos que amargam as pessoas que fitar, mas que bebem sua vida, sua alma, na altura que mandar. São os olhos, são as asas, cabelos de Alvorrai. Na pedra de turmalina e no terreiro da usina eu me criei. Voava de madrugada e na cratera condenada eu me calei. E se eu calei foi de tristeza, você cala por calar. Mas e calado vai ficando, só fala quando eu mandar. Rebuscando a consciência com medo de viajar até o meio da cabeça do cometa, girando na carrapeta, no jogo de improvisar. Entrecortando eu sigo dentro a linha reta, eu tenho a palavra certa pra doutor não reclamar. Alvorrai. Alvorrai.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to resume the last session. So please come back to your seat. Please come back into the meeting room. We haven't finished yet. A few more things to do. Okay.
It's still a draft because we...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to resume the meeting very soon, so take your seat. This should be the last session. Thank you. Before the coffee break, we considered and discussed and made decisions about the officers of this organization. The remaining subject under this agenda item is budgetary subcommittee. Budgetary subcommittee is a small committee, but very important to talk about money of this organization. And this committee has been led by the chair, Lisa Phelps from the United States. She is completing her term now. And now Australia will be stepping up as a chair to serve as a chair of this subcommittee, BSC. So I believe Paula, you'll be chairing the meeting. So Paula Pett from Australia will be the new chair of budgetary subcommittee. So she has a full control over the money and budget now. And the membership of budgetary subcommittee is be rotated around the members so that all the members of this organization have some opportunity to join the discussion about construction and consideration of the budget of this organization. So we have chair and vice chair for this organization, and from the different capacity to pay groups, we have in principle 2 members each. As an organization, IWC has a 4 capacity to pay group that corresponds to a different contribution payment system. From group 1, we have Kiribati and Laos, that's current member. And group 2, Senegal and South Africa. Group 3 is Oman, and Norway was previously a member, but in accordance with the rotation, Norway will be now off the membership, and instead Portugal will be the next member under Group 3. So we'd like to welcome Portugal as a new member to our budgetary subcommittee. Group 4, France, and the 2 permanent members, Japan and the United States, because Japan and the United States are paying a lot to this organization. They are the permanent members. So in addition to those 4 group representatives, we have 2 open seats for advisory subcommittee. One is currently actually occupied by Australia, and that leaves another one, and now the Switzerland expressed its desire to continue to be in the seat. So again, we have now new chair and the new representatives. Just new one is Portugal, so the representative for different groups. That will leave a seat of a vice chair vacant at this stage. As I understand, that position has been vacant for some time. I don't know since when. And that's the current situation, and if possible, we like to have someone in the position of a vice chair of this important budgetary subcommittee. That's the current situation, unless Lisa or anyone point out if I'm wrong or anything. Okay. Are there any members who like to join as a vice chair of a budgetary subcommittee? It's a nice job. No one? Switzerland. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Switzerland would like to take up this job.
Very good. Thank you very much, Switzerland. So now the both chair and vice chair position is filled, and I understand Switzerland continue to occupy the open seat. So this will not create any vacancy to the